my name's Dale and this is Dale's Addiction. Today I'm coming to you with another challenge request from one of you guys who replied to my Instagram stories when I asked you what videos can I do when I'm away from home and I don't have access to my bags. Now, Deanne, thank you so much for your Instagram DM. She slid into my DMs and said, you know what? I would love to know what handbag collection you would put together for 10,000 USD and you have to have a minimum of 3 items. And I'm like, have we met? Because the last few pieces that I have bought are probably that on their own. Let's be fair. So I thought, challenge accepted. If I was only going to have a collection of 3 bags to suit me for all occasions, what would be my top picks and could I make it work for under 10,000 US dollars? Well, spoiler alert, it's not under 10,000 US dollars, but it's just over, just a smidge. So these are prices without tax. I'm thinking, righto, I need a bag that I can take to lunch. I need a bag that I can take to work without a laptop, just something smart for work, for say an interview, for a lovely shopping day, for an event. Somebody in my comments keeps popping up saying, I wear all these colourful bags except for my Catholic funeral bag, and that comment made me laugh. I think I could take this bag to a Catholic funeral, depending on the colour. I wanted a bag that had capacity but wasn't ludicrously capacious. I wanted a bag that had personality. I wanted a bag that could go from day to night, that could be worn in multiple ways, and that comes in a variety of finishes. And so, surprise, surprise, the first bag that I have selected is the Fendi Peekaboo ICU in the small size. Now I don't have it here with me, but I will run a reel of me talking about this bag, previous footage of this bag, me dressing this bag up. The Fendi Peekaboo Small, I have 2 of them. I have it in the Violetta colour from, I think, Spring Summer 2022, I think. And I have it in the metallic silver, which was from the Fall Winter of that year. So why do I love this bag and why has it made one of my 3 if I could only have 3? So the price, 5,700 USD for a leather version. It's no surprise that me and the Peekaboo are good friends. Initially, I used to hate the Peekaboo. I used to see people on YouTube talking about the Peekaboo and they had these dove grey ones and it just really wasn't up my alley. I did not see the big deal until I started to see some older style Peekaboos from the original collections back in 2009, designed by Silvia Venturini Fendi, might I add, what a legend. A modern classic. A bag that didn't show everything, but just showed a smidge of personality with that beautiful smile at the front. You have the option of closing up the sangles and closing the top handle and having it look really smart, prim and proper, as I said, for work, for a Catholic funeral, for any occasion. Or you can let that front open, and the small size is probably the smallest size that will allow that front piece to kind of sag open and create that beautiful peekaboo personality. This leather peekaboo for $5,700, you know, buying a black peekaboo, buying like the dove grey kind of taupe peekaboo, a beige peekaboo, for some people it's all they want. For me, I want more from my peekaboo. So my selection's in the Violetta with the tortoiseshell perspex kind of hardware. I just had to have it. As soon as I kept seeing pictures of it, I just had to have it. The metallic silver, it's a firm favourite. It doesn't have the sagginess because of the different leather, but it's a classic bag with this really interesting finish, and I think I love that juxtaposition of the style and what the bag is made of. I am waiting anxiously on a large Fendi Peekaboo. I have had a made to order, designed and made, and I expected that to be really big, a really big smile, but also super smart and fabulous for work. Just a great bag for many, many occasions. You can wear this bag top handle on the crook of your arm, you can wear it crossbody, you can wear it on the shoulder. There's many different adjustments on the strap. I think there's up to 7. I'm about 5'5", and I can crossbody the small. You can also accessorize. Recently, my lovely husband came back from Las Vegas with a Fendi Chupa Chup collaboration lollipop holder. So cute. You can put Fendi wrappies on the handle and personalize them. You can buy straps and personalize your bag, and now Fendi actually have handle covers, so kind of you can buy them in mink and interwoven leather, and that's just on a basic leather one. If you want one that's like interlaced, if you want one that's made of jacquard, if you want one that is made of wicker, it comes in all shapes and sizes. So for me, a leather peekaboo would absolutely be one of my only 3 bags in my collection, without a doubt. And then I would sneak in all the accessories outside of the budget. Okay, so sometimes when I go to work, I need to carry things. When I travel, I need to carry things. This was a hard one because I thought, if I'm only going to have 3 bags, do I really want to have something that has a personality all of its own, that looks the same all the time, that I can't really customize? And so initially I was thinking, maybe I'll go with the Louis Vuitton Carry-All MM. So if you know, it was my most worn bag last year. I have the black, and for me to buy a black bag and love it is pretty unusual. This bag is absolutely gorgeous. I love it in the black with the kind of embossed monogram. It can be worn on the shoulder, crossbody like a satchel. It can be adjusted so many different ways. So it's short, long, longer. It fits my laptop, my Remarkable. It fits, you know, your lunch if you want it to. And it's so different, and it's a modern hobo. I love that it doesn't have that really hippie kind of look about it. So it really works with lots of different styles, personal styles. And it's coming in more and more different types of leather at Louis Vuitton. But that's not the bag I chose because it took me well over budget at $3,250. So I decided to go with, this might make me a little bit basic, the Louis Vuitton Neverfull GM in this kind of, you know, old favourite classic combination. It is my go-to travel bag. It is a great work bag. Throw an organiser in it and you can do anything with the Louis Vuitton GM Neverfull. I was never a fan of the Neverfull. I went for a world tour because I thought I was missing out and I'd get a different one. I loved that as soon as it softened up, but Amelia Rose, she kept talking about the GM and I'm like, oh, what's the big deal? I picked one up for $1,000, this one, not any one, for $1,000 on a Facebook site, and it's an old vintage style. And that's when it clicked for me that I could then do overnight trips for work with just, you know, a small amount of toiletries or cosmetics and a little, you know, change of smalls, and I could get away for work for an overnighter without having carry-on luggage. The Neverfull GM has literally been my OG travel companion ever since I bought it. I would never swap it out. I'm very tempted by the inside out one because it has the shoulder strap. I think that would be really handy, and I'm going to have a look at that in Paris. But coming in at $2,390, it fits inside of my $10,000 budget. It takes the peekaboo capacity up a significant notch. You know, if you wanted to, you could use it for all sorts of things. You could use it for shopping and running errands. You could use it for a gym bag, a beach bag, you know, if you wanted to, if you're that extra. Some people do. It still is a great bag for the price. So, yep, I had to pick it. So that takes me on to my final selection for my 3-bag collection under 10,000 USD. And look, I crept slightly over at 10,190 USD, but you'll forgive me, right? Rules are made to be broken, they're just guidelines. I needed a bag that was fun, that was small, that could go from day to night, that was a throw on and go, that had a bit of personality, versatility, that I could wear multiple ways, that was fun, that fit with my personal style, that fit my essentials. Seriously, it's no surprise, is it, that I have gone with the Fendi Mini Baguette? I love the Fendi Mini Baguette. I tell everybody if they want to buy their first bag from Fendi, consider the Fendi Mini Baguette. It's affordable. You can wear it 8 different ways. In fact, there's a video where I show you how I do that, and if I can find the reel, I'll pop it up here so that you can see me actually doing it. I have 4 or 5 mini baguettes. Thinking about selling my silver crackly one because I continue to reach for my silver peekaboo. It is a bag that fits all of my essentials. I compared it in videos in my early days to the Chanel Mini. I think it is insane value for money. Fendi have a classic range that come out all the time, the Zucca print, white leather, black leather. But they're increasingly bringing out the Mini Baguette in all of their seasonal collections. It used to be a little bit hit and miss whether or not there'd be a mini, and I think they're starting to crack on to the fact that people are actually enjoying the minis, and it's a really great selling point for them. And so you will see in the new collections coming out in November, lots of beautiful mini baguettes that will take you right through the holiday season, all through your spring, summer and winter. They are just absolute jewels. They're beautiful pieces. They're really affordable at $2,100 USD starting point. But I think if I was only going to have 3 bags in my collection, the Peekaboo Small ICU, the Fendi Mini Baguette and a Louis Vuitton GM Neverfull, they would be the ones. Would I be happy with just those 3? It's hard to say. If I'm being honest, probably not. I'd always be wanting more. Just having 3 means that, you know, you see the reason to have more than one. So we all know how that downhill spiral goes, and we enter the infinite rabbit hole of luxury bag life. So thanks for that challenge, Dan. I have to say I almost shrieked and thought, no, move on, Dale. And then I thought, actually, no, I think I could do this. I think I could do it, and I could make a reasonable selection. Bags that I know and love from my collection that I could fit into that price bracket. Tough challenge, but a really good exercise to go through. What would be the 3 bags that you would pick, or minimum of 3 bags, for your $10,000 USD handbag collection? I'd love to know what you would do with that money and how creative you could be. Let me know in the comments section down below. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'd love to see you back for my next one. Until then, ciao.